everyone, it's AlyMew here, and I'm sorry about the last video, which is this video that I made earlier. I don't know why the audio messed up, but it was like lagging in between, and someone wrote it. I don't know who it was, I'm so sorry, but I wanted to put good content, and that was not good. I watched it and my audio was lagging. It's not gonna happen this time. So we're gonna be learning about the preseason update. I tried it out actually, so there will be footage after this upload that I have up here. I'll be uploading, I think it will be a Annie gameplay with my AP runes, and I'm gonna just make some runes so you guys can see how the new tree works. And we're gonna do it and we're gonna see what happens. So from my advice to you guys, this stuff on PBE on the beta server that they have on Riot, this is going to be probably changed because some of it is pretty OP. Zed kind of like, if someone who is like top tier Zed, maybe in Challenger or a high diamond player, they will abuse the hell out of these runes. It makes him pretty crazy. Anyway, so I did make an AP page, and I made two different 80 pages because there were some things I was like not sure about which one I would prefer. So when you make rune pages, you're gonna have like a little variation because maybe one works better for a champion than another one. So they have some presets that you can use if you decide to be lazy, and they should be pretty okay for like a typical AP thing. And nobody will have the same runes unless you really want to follow someone later on when the season is open and everybody's trying out all the stuff on the live server. Maybe you want to copy one from someone who's Challenger or Diamond, who knows. But I personally believe that not every thing that someone who is in high elo will work for everyone else. Like sometimes people will have different runes. Just because everybody's rocking it one way doesn't mean you can rock it a different way. So I'm gonna read these things and I'll tell you one thing straight off the bat. Runes and masteries are not existent in a way where it's like, now it's just runes, right? But to me, this feels like a mastery tree. It does not remind me of how runes are, but they label it now as runes. And there's a lot of really crazy things, and we're gonna read through them all. Precision. Let's look at this tree. So for precision, become a legend, improved attacks and sustained damage. This sounds like a very 80 carry thing, but just know these rune pages or these rune trees that you can pick between, they could be used for AP champions. They made it such that it works for also AP. Attacking, press the attack. Attacking the same champion grants endlessly stacking AD or AP. Adaptive, so it adapts to it. 3 to 9 per stack. Ranged, while over 5 stacks, ranged champions deal 6% more damage to the last target attacked. Melee, while over 3 stacks, melee champions deal 12% more damage to the last target attacked. So this page could work for somebody who's in top, you know, who knows? It's endless. Lethal tempo. 1.56 seconds after damaging a champion, gain 30 to 80% attack speed, based on level for 3 seconds. Attacking a champion extends the effect to 6 seconds, and the cooldown is 6 seconds. Lethal tempo allows you to temporarily exceed the attack speed limit, which is super interesting. Fleet footwork. Attacking and moving builds energy stacks. At 100 stacks, your next attack is energized. Energized attacks heal you for 5 to 50, plus 0.10 bonus AD, plus 0.20 AP, and grant 30% increased movement speed for 1 second. So you see what I'm saying? Like, these rune pages do not discriminate. So if you're AP, AD, it works for both cases. So I think this is one of those things where you can figure out which one you want, and you should really think about which champion you're playing it for. So let's do this, for example, press attack. This kind of sounds like I would play on Jinx, maybe Jinx AD, what am I saying? Or MF. Lethal tempo sounds like something I would do for Jinx or MF too. Like it can be endless, or even I think this would be interesting for Jhin as well. So I'm thinking more so an 80 carry champion in my head. So I'm going to put press attack. And I know a lot of people name things not what it means. So I would put like, let's just say, oh, this is specifically for my Jinx. But what type is it? I'm going to just put, oh my God. My body's telling me to spell Jinx with a Z. Jinx, and I'm going to put press the attack. So I know what it is. And we're just going to save it for now. And let's see the next tree. Overheal. Excess healing on you becomes a shield or up to 30 plus 8% of your total health. This sounds something specific if you had a healer in your lane, or maybe in late game, you know you have someone that can heal you. Shield is built up from 30% of excess healing from self or up to 300% of excess healing from allies based on level. Triumph. Takedowns restores 15% of your missing health and grant an additional 25 gold. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know if this sounds like, I mean, what if you don't take down somebody? Then what? Presence of Mind. While below 60% mana, your basic attacks against champions and structures will generate stored mana that is claimed after champion takedown or exiting combat. Melee. Melee champions generate additional resources each attack, so they're not discriminating, I think, against melee champions that don't use AP. I'm not too sure. This is why, for science, you need to test out your runes, and just like I said, every single time when you use runes and masteries, sometimes it might be different, even with the old stuff right now. Because like when I play League, sometimes my runes and masteries are not the same every single time. I might change something up. Anyway, so I like Triumph. That sounds really cool. Let's just say I take down somebody. That means I'll get some health. What if I'm in a team fight? This could help out a lot. I don't know about the gold. Like late game, I can see this being like meh, but the health would be really good. But like I said, this, whatever I'm creating, may not work for everybody. Might work for you. Anyway, the next thing, Legend Alacrity. I forgot how to correct it me, but I'm gonna just read it like this. Gain 3% attack speed plus an additional 3% for every legend stack, max 5 stacks. And I always like, I was like, what's a legend stack? Like, like, how does the computer think that this is legendary? Like, how does this stack up? But I guess you're gonna have to trust the system. Earn progress towards legend stacks for every champion takedown. So I guess that it counts. Epic monster takedown, large monster kill, and a minion kill. So that's pretty cool. If you guys really need attack speed, I'm like just thinking about Jinx, maybe Caitlyn, even MF. Tenacity. Gain 5% tenacity plus additional 3% for every legend stack. Max 5 stacks. The way the legend thing works is the same as the last one. Legend Bloodline. Gain 1.2% lifesteal for every legend stack. Max 5 stacks. So you have to choose between all these, right? Getting 3% attack speed or tenacity. I think tenacity would be really good if you're always like stuck with CC or slows. I think that's what tenacity is for. If I'm such a potato and someone needs to correct me, let me know if what I'm thinking tenacity. I think tenacity deals with how CC affects your champion, like slows, and this would help you not get pooped on as much, from what I believe in. I think I'm gonna go for Alacrity. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I'm saying it. Sorry. I just made myself sound funny. Anyway, I'm gonna go for this. Alright, we got that down. Now we're going for what we want for this one. Okay, Coup de Grace. Deal 3% more damage to champions who have less than 40% health. Additionally, takedowns on champions grant 1080/AP adaptive for 5 seconds. This effect stacks. Whoa, okay. For me, I call this Coup de KS. It sounds like you get to deal 3% more damage to champions who have less than 40% health. Can you imagine if you come in, someone's I don't know, you're ganking somebody or you're in a team fight and you're kind of in the back and all of a sudden you just come up front. God knows why. And you decide to chaos everything that's super low. I can imagine this happening. So I'm going to call it Coup de Chaos. The next one is called Cut Down. Deal 2% more damage to champions with 150 more max health than you, increasing to 8% at 200 more max health. Cut Down sounds really interesting. It seems to deal with like maybe tanks that are very beefy in health and armor, but you know how tanks build. They always build a lot of health and then they build a lot of armor. This sounds really good for that tanky meta that we have right now. Last Stand. Deal up to 12% more damage to champions while you are below 80% health. So that sounds like another thing about, like, it sounds really good for something around takedown too. This sounds like someone really wants to never die, but it really depends how you play your champion. I don't play that dangerous. I think some people play this dangerous. I can imagine someone like Tryndamere would benefit from this. But you know what I mean, like someone is literally about to die and you're willing to, like, I don't know, people who go solo bolo, that go balls deep. This is really good for people who can go balls, like even Zed or Talon, people who go really balls deep, they can really benefit from that. So I'm gonna go for Coup de Chaos. And I'm gonna save it. I don't know why this kind of like ignored my Jinx thing. I'm gonna have to rename it. So what's interesting is for every rune page that you pick, like this precision line, you get to borrow for the last 2 on your tree. You get to borrow it from any other tree you want. So I'm making it strictly 80. We're gonna just touch on a couple things. I'm gonna go for Domination. Domination to me sounds like like an assassin tree, more towards that. So I'm gonna read these choices. I already have what in my head what I want to do. Cheap Shot. Damaging champions with impaired movement or actions deals 12 to 30 bonus true damage based on level. Cooldown 4 seconds. This sounds really good for someone who's playing like Annie. That's what I'm thinking, like, or even Lux. Okay, anyway. Taste of Blood. Heal when you damage an enemy champion. Healing 18 to 35. 0.20 bonus 80. 0.1 AP based and health based on level. Sudden Impact. After using a dash, leap, blink, teleport, or on exiting stealth, you gain 12 lethality and 8 magic pen for the next 3 seconds. Woo, this sounds like a Talon. I'm thinking like even, oh god, the clown Shaco. Oh my god, I hate clowns. Or even Evelyn. The new Evelyn could probably benefit from this. So you can think about so many things. Or even Akali. That sounds pretty crazy. I'm going to go for Taste of Blood. I like that one. Heal when you damage an enemy champion. Zombie Ward. After killing an enemy ward, a friendly zombie ward raised in its place. Additionally, when your wards expire, they resurrect as zombie wards. Zombie wards are visible for at least 180 seconds and don't count towards your ward limit. That's really cool. That sounds like something a support or even a jungler would like. Very defensive for that one. Ghost Poro. Enter a bush to summon a Poro. After a brief channel, the Poro will stay behind to give you vision until you summon a new one. If an enemy enters a bush with a Poro in it, they scare it away, putting this effect on 30 seconds cooldown. Poro channel can be interrupted by damage and casting other spells. So this, like I said, is very defensive. Then we have Eyeball Collection. Collect 2 eyeballs on champion takedowns and 1 eyeball on ward takedowns and up to 20. Gain +1 ability power or 0.7 attack damage. Adaptive per eyeball collected. Upon completing your collection, gain 10 lethality and 7 magic pen. That sounds hella creepy. So you collect eyeballs of the champions that you take down? Oh! Woo! But yeah, these sound very defensive. Has something to do with warding if you guys want more vision. Sounds like I said, a jungler or maybe a support, but support sounds really crazy if you... It says you take down someone, so you would be purposely killing people, which you don't want to do as a support. Can't help it if it's by accident. unless it is on purpose. This is the last part of the tree. And by the way, you cannot, when you are clicking, okay, when you're, and I can't talk. When you are trying to complete this tree, you can, for this part, for the last two the last two nodes, wow, I'm so bad. The last two nodes here, you can only pick from one tree that you pick. You can't pick one here and you want to pick this one. I want to pick something else from another tree. No, it has to be from one tree here. Okay, and the last one, a Ravenous Hunter. Heal for a percentage of the damage dealt by your abilities. Healing 2.5% plus 2.5% per Bounty Hunter stack. Earn a Bounty Hunter stack for the first time you get a takedown on each enemy champion. AoE healing reduced to 1/3 on AoE abilities. So, Ravenous Hunter kind of, it shouts Rengar for some reason. Let's see what this one says. Ingenious Hunter. Gain 1% active item CDR plus on an additional 6% per Bounty Hunter stack. It includes trinkets. Earn a Bounty Hunter stack for the first time you get a takedown on each enemy champion. Still screams Rengar, Talon, Zed, those types of people, especially since they're rocking a lot of like cedar stuff such as Yomu's. Relentless Hunter. Gain 8 out of combat movement speed plus 8 per Bounty Hunter stack. Earn Bounty Hunter stack for the first time you get a takedown on each enemy champion. Huh. I like this movement speed thing. That sounds pretty cool. Let me see this one. Heal percentage dealt by your abilities. That I like too. I like this one. I'm just gonna keep it as this. This is my 80, let's just call it for my Jinx. So that's why I like to name things. Jinx, press the attack, and I would make a similar one and maybe like switch out one or two things and then compare and see which one I feel like I did more. Alright, we're gonna make another one. So as of now, we know these runes are free. I don't know like if you have to buy extra rune pages. We're not sure because this is the PBE. For some reason I can make as many pages, and I think this is just a practice on. I have no clue what they're gonna do when they're in preseason, and we'll find out more about that. So I'm gonna do one more page, but I'm gonna run through all of these before I make my APU page. So we're gonna look at Domination just so you guys can look at everything, okay? So we're just gonna go through Domination and then change it until we go back to the AP page that I want to make. Domination, this is the first line. Okay, I want to read it. Electrocute. Hitting a champion with 3 separate attacks or abilities within 2 seconds deal bonus adaptive damage. And you can see the numbers. I'm gonna stop reading all this so you guys can pause and read yourself as well. But I will read what it does. Electrocute sounds like Thunderlords. Predator. Enchants your boots with the active effect Predator. Channel for 1.5 seconds out of combat to gain 45 movement speed for 15 seconds. Damaging attacks or abilities and this effect. Woo. That sounds scary. Dark Harvest. Champions, large minions, and large monsters drop soul essence on death. Collecting souls causes your next attack on a champion or structure within 20 seconds to deal bonus adaptive damage. So, I don't know about y'all, but I love Thunderlords, so I'm just gonna put this stuff. It's hella annoying, and you get to do bonus damage. That sounds amazing. And we already read this one. Cheap Shot with the impaired movement. It deals more. Taste of Blood. Heal when you damage enemy champion. We're just gonna go for Taste of Blood, but I'm gonna read this one. Sudden impact after using a dash, leap, blink, teleport, or on exiting stealth, you gain 12 lethality and 8 magic penetration for the next 3 seconds. Taking that one. We also saw this the last time when we were borrowing from this tree. Excuse me, I had to like drink some tea. Zombie Ward. After killing an enemy ward, a friendly zombie ward is raised in its place. Additionally, when your wards expire, they resurrect as a zombie ward. Ghost Poro. Enter a bush to summon a Poro after a brief channel. The Poro will stay behind and give you vision until you summon a new one. This is really very passive. You're being more defensive, but I guess this tree kind of forces you to have, I guess, warding if you're an assassin, which is really interesting that they make that happen, especially if you click on this tree. And then you have the really creepy eyeball collection that we talked about. I'm gonna be creepy. We're gonna collect eyeballs. Okay, and then we have this bottom one, which we read before too. The Ravenous Hunter, heal for a percentage of the damage dealt by abilities. The Hunter one, gain 1% active item on CDR. Relentless Hunter, gain 8 out of combat movement speed plus 8 per bounty hunter stack. We're gonna go for the Ravenous Hunter because I love the healing aspect. And then you get to click on your secondary. But I'm going to change this to another tree so I can read everything. Sorcery, as you can guess, is for AP. I'm gonna skip that because that's the last thing we're gonna pick. Since I'm making an AP page for you guys. Inspiration, creative tools, and rule bending. This tree is so weird. I'm not even joking. I can't wait to see what people do with it because I've seen some interesting plays on the PBE, but I'm gonna read this out to you for the first line of this tree. Let me see what it says. Outwit mere mortals, creative tools, and rule bending. So the first one is Summoner Specialist. Gain plus 25% Summoner Spell CDR, and you can swap one of your Summoner spells to a different one at the shop for 1 Summoner Shard. Crazy, right? So basically, for this, you can actually switch your Summoner spell eventually when you play the game, because I've actually played one game with it. I think it was Annie support. I'm not too sure. If I remember correctly, but I just remember being Annie support and I was switching between TP and Ignite, and it was pretty crazy. I know if you guys watch it, because that's the one that's going to be uploaded in a few hours from this YouTube video. Basically what happened is I missed one opportunity to gank top lane, and I should have, because I would have gotten a kill or helped out Haru, who was at top lane. But it's something I see really useful maybe if you're mid or top. As a support, sometimes you don't want to leave your lane like that, but like I said, it really depends who it is. Some people can utilize it. I just couldn't because top and mid didn't ward well enough for me to TP. Anyway, next one is Glacial Augment. Basic attacking a champion slows them for 2 seconds. The slow increases in strength over its duration. That sounds crazy. Can you imagine this on a Braum? Although I don't know how this tree goes, so it could be good, it could be maybe not good. Kleptomancy. After using an ability, your next attack on a champion grants gold, bonus gold. There's a chance you'll also gain a consumable. Oh, that sounds crazy. Alright, I'm gonna just click on that. The next thing you can choose, oh look at the biscuit. Hex Tech Flash Traption. While Flash is on cooldown, it is replaced by Hex Flash. Hex Flash, channel for 2 seconds to blink to a new location. I can't imagine seeing that work. I need to see it. Like, I'm imagining it. It sounds kind of crazy. Biscuit Delivery. Biscuit Delivery, gain a total of biscuits everlasting will. Every 3 minutes until 12 minutes. So does it stop until 12 minutes? Perfect timing. Start the game with a commencing stopwatch that transforms into a stopwatch after 6 minutes. Stopwatch has one-time use stasis effect. Oh, okay. So I guess what it's saying is it reduces the cooldown for Zhonya's Hourglass, Guardian Angel, and Gargoyle Stone Plate by 15%, and it can only be used once. Huh? I'm gonna do this. The Hexook Flash Trap Chin sounds better. Okay, so for this line we have magical footwear. You get free slightly magical boots at 10 minutes, but you cannot buy boots before then. For each takedown, you acquire the boots for 30 seconds sooner. Huh. Futures Market. You can enter debt to buy items. The amount you can borrow increases over time. Whoa, that's crazy. I don't like that because in real life, I really don't like, I would never want to be in debt. Sounds like a path for destruction into your piggy bank. All right, let's read this one. Minion Dematerializer. Start the game with 6 minions, dematerializers. I can't read anymore today. I don't know why. That kill and absorb late minions instantly. Minion dematerializers are on cooldown for the first 155 seconds of the game. So I had this as a support. I didn't like it as a support because I was taking farm away from the person. It just seemed really, I don't know, to me this wasn't very helpful. Maybe I'm too much of a potato to see what this can truly be used for, but I did not like it in lane. I'm gonna just put magical footwear. And then for the last lines for this, Cosmic Insight, 5% CDR, 5% max CDR. Hanzo, my dog is chasing my cat right now, sorry about that. 5% summoner spell CDR, 5% item CDR. That's really cool. That's a lot of CDR. Approach velocity. Gain 10% movement speed towards nearby allies that are movement impaired or enemies that you impair. The last one is Celestial Body. Plus 100 health permanently, 8% damage to champions and monster until 10 minutes. Let me drink a sip of tea. I like the Cosmic Insight. That sounds pretty cool. And then you get to borrow from all the other trees. Alright, we're gonna move on to Resolve, which looks very tanky. If you can see, it looks like a castle, looks like bars. You get that feel of strength from this. Let's see what it says. Live forever, durability, and crowd control. So this is for someone with CC and who wants to stay alive. Sounds like a tank, right? Let's see what this one first says. Oh, the Grasp of Undying. Every 4 seconds in combat, your next basic attack on the champion will deal bonus damage equal to 3% of your max health, heal you for 1.5% of your max health, permanently increase your health by 5. That sounds nutty. This sounds like something good for Darius. I don't know. Oops. No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to read. Aftershock. After immobilizing an enemy champion, increase your current armor and magic resist by 10, plus 30% for 2.5 seconds. Then after 2.5 seconds, deal damage to nearby enemies. Huh, how does that work? Oops. Sorry, I'm drinking some tea again. Guardian. Guard allies within 175 units of you, and guard allies your target with spells for 2.5 seconds. While guarding, if you or the ally would take damage for both, you gain a shield. A shield are hasted for 1.5 seconds. So I like this Grasp of Undying. I'm just gonna click on it to move on. Perseverance. Increase your tenacity and slow resistance by 10% for each summoner spell on cooldown. After casting a summoner spell, gain 15% additional tenacity and slow resistance for 10 seconds. Whew! You want to get out of CC in that one, don't ya? Demolish. Charge up to a powerful attack against a tower over 4 seconds while within 600 range of it. The charge attack deals 375 plus 20% of your max health. Bonus physical damage. Holy crap. That sounds really crazy if you think about that. Whoa, some tree line that you can pick that helps you take down tower sounds insane. Font of Life. Impairing the movement of an enemy champion marks them for 4 seconds. Ally champions who attack marked enemies heal for 5 plus 1.1% of your health. Huh. That's very helpful. Gotta go for Perseverance. Look at the scale thing. Oh, Iron Skin. Gain plus 3 armor. Whenever you heal for at least 20 health or from a consumable effect, increase your armor by 5% for 3 seconds. Ah! I can't talk anymore. Mirror Shell. Gain plus 3 magic resist. Whenever you heal for at least 20 health or from consumable effect, increase your magic resist by 5% for 3 seconds. Huh. Conditioning. After 10 minutes, if you guys hear that water sound, it's My dog Han's drinking water. It's like distracting me. Conditioning. After 10 minutes, gain +6 armor and +6 magic resist, and increase your total armor and magic resist by 5%. I think I'm gonna just go for this. That sounds really cool, especially for a tank. So this is the last line of this tree. Overgrowth. Every 8 monsters or enemy minions that die near you permanently increase your max health by 0.2%. Revitalize. Heals and shields are 5% stronger, increased by an additional 10% on targets below 40% health. Ooh. This sounds really good if you know you have a healer on your team. Second wind. Sounds like someone farted. After taking damage from an enemy champion, heal for 4% of your missing health over 10 seconds. I like this one, so I'm gonna click on that. And then you get to choose from 2 things from a different tree. So finally we're gonna go for our AP pick, which is Sorcery. I like Sorcery. All the little icons are really cute. Like this, is this a wing? It could be a feather. Alright, so the first thing on here is Summon Airy. Your attacks and abilities send Airy to a target, damaging enemies or shielding allies. You can see the levels that you get. And then for this one, Arcane Comet. Damaging a champion with an ability hurls a comet at their at their location. Okay, I have something to talk about this. I had a Summon Airy, and I was playing Annie-Mid, and this other person, I forgot what they were. They had an Arcane Comet, and every so often, like I think after 3 abilities, they would chuck an Arcane Comet. This was something that, you know, they don't have to control. It's kind of like Thunderlords. It just procs, and it was so annoying in lane. Every few seconds, I was getting attacked, this random comet would hit me like on the dot. It would just happen all the time, and I was just like, holy crap, this is OP. So I don't know if I was using Summon Airy, like it just wasn't as good or something. All I know is this comet was hella annoying to play against. Phase Rush. Hitting an enemy champion with 3 attacks or separate abilities within 3 seconds grant 30 to 60% movement speed based on level. That's okay, but I'm telling you, Arcane Comet is the way to go, at least from my experience. So annoying. Nullifying Orb. Taking magic damage that would put you below 30% health grants you magical damage. Shield blocking. 30 to 120 based on level. Mana flow band. Every 60 seconds, your next ability used has its mana or energy costed refunded and restores 10% of your missing mana or energy. I think I had this on Annie. It was something I don't think I needed. I literally felt like I had mana all the time. The next one is the Ultimate Hat. When I think of the Ultimate Hat, I just think of Rabadon's. I don't know why. Your ultimate's cooldown is reduced by 5%. This number is increased by 2% each time your ultimate goes on cooldown, stacks up to 5 times. I like this. I like having my my ultimate cooldown come down faster, so I picked this at some point with Annie, and I literally... Tibbers was alive for a while, right? He didn't get attacked or something. And the moment Tibbers died, I had my ult already again. It was insane. You guys are going to see this in the video that's going to be uploaded after this. So the next one is Transcendence. Reminds you of Zenyatta. Gain 10% CDR when you reach level 10. Each percent of CDR exceeding the CDR limit is converted to +2 ability power, which is pretty cool. They don't let it go to waste if you hit the max CDR. It also opens up for you building straight up damage and damage items that don't give CDR, so that's really cool to me. Celerity. I don't know if I said it right. Celerity. Gain 3% increased movement speed and add 8% of your bonus movement speed to your AP or AD, and it's adaptive. Ultimate Focus. While above 70% health, gain up to 40 ability power or +28 attack damage adaptive. I would it would be interesting to see this on a 80 champion. I would very much want to try this. Actually, I'm gonna build this for an 80 carry and see how this feels on it. I'm gonna do this. That sounds so funny, and seeing an arcane comet happen all the time. Oh, funny. Alright, let's try this. Scorch, your next ability hit sets champion on fire, dealing 10 to 40 bonus magic damage based on level after 1 second. Hello? I kind of want to see people go on fire. Water walking. Gain 25 movement speed and up to plus 30 ability power, or plus 21 attack damage adaptive when in the river. This sounds like something more like you're in the river, basically around Dragon, or another objective like Baron. I don't see myself really going in there and taking advantage of this good enough. I like the fire thing more. Gathering Storm. Every 10 minutes, gain AP or AD. So 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you gain more and oh my lord. But is it worth it to get that much? I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a scientific test between the two, but I'm gonna go for, I love fire. I love to see people on fire every few seconds. That sounds amazing. And we're gonna borrow something from one of these. So let's see what we want. Do we want to be tanky as an 80 carry with this amazing tree? It'd be cool because you get to demolish stuff if you want. That means I can push really fast, but this is strictly for towers. Having that sounds really good too. Impairing movement of an enemy marks them. What? Impairing the movement of an enemy champion marks them for 4 seconds. I can see that really cool if you have a support that attacks a lot. Whenever you heal for at least 20% health. I don't know if I want that. When you heal 20... after 10 minutes, get that. Overgrowth. Every 8 monsters or minions. I don't think I want that. Inspiration. I can change my stuff. I don't want to enter in debt. Let me look at another tree. Damaging with impaired movement. This is pretty good because if you have a support that does that, I can see it doing a lot of boy, that's a lot of damage, especially true damage. I like this too. That means I have sustain. I remember these, and you can get like wards if you want. I don't know if I want those. I like this tree. It's like so, I don't know. It's a very selfish tree, I think. Precision. This is to me, Precision sounds like the 80 carry one. Let's see, takedowns. I don't really like this one. Like if I wasn't on this tree, like on the 80 carry tree and I was building an 80 carry one, I don't know. This one makes me feel weird, but I picked it anyway. For stacks, I like this. Alacrity sounds crazy when you think about it. You can stack stuff. You can stack tenacity, or you can get lifesteal. I don't know. Do I want to have less? This is literally, like I said, it really is dependent on the person. I'm gonna try Alacrity and see how that goes. It could whoop me in the ass, maybe it won't. I like Coup de Grace. You guys know me. Let's try this. And I'm gonna save this and put it as a 80 experimental page. Or I'm gonna put 80 sorcery page. I'm definitely gonna try this out. Alright, I'm gonna show you guys what I did. This is the AP page I put for Annie, I think. It was really nice. I really like these things. And I'm gonna show you every single time when I play on PB and use the new runes. At the end of the game or beginning of the game, I'll show you guys what runes I use so you guys understand what's going on, why this happened. And I made 2 AD carry pages just so I can switch out this between lethal and also press the attack. And it's just nice to be able to, like, you know, just go like, oh, which one is better? Gotta keep experimenting. Anyway, so I'm very curious what you guys think about the new runes. Are you guys excited? It seems so much easier because all you have to do is not worry about runes and masteries. Now you have to just go like, oh, my rune page. I don't have to buy anything. And choosing between it is literally reminds me of the mastery tree. Except now it's just, you get runes, you got masteries, in 2018, it's just runes. But yeah, I'm gonna be experimenting. I'm gonna be putting up the videos online. I'm sorry today. I'm having like speech problems talking, and I'm sorry about the messed up video that I uploaded yesterday night. However, here it is, and I hope you guys enjoy. And I know this is something more technical, so I'm very interested to see what you guys think. I try to break it down as much as possible, but I think to be able to show you guys better how this looks is to obviously upload gameplay from PBE so you guys can see it in action. Alright, bye you guys! If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to smack that like button as hard as you can. Just don't break your mouse, okay? And don't forget to slap that subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload any new videos. And I also stream live on Twitch, and if you want to talk to me, hang out with me, and watch me play live, all you have to do is follow me on twitch.tv/AlyMew. See you guys next time!